In a hall where the lamps glowed softly and the night breathed like a quiet blessing, a circle of elders gathered with eyes that carried centuries of untold stories. They spoke in whispers, as if their tongues feared the weight of truth, and the air itself trembled before the name they were about to reveal. Then one voice rose, calm, deep, steady like desert thunder, saying, "Tonight a secret must step out of the shadows." And the world around you paused. Even your heartbeat waited. He continued, "The one we have been searching for carries the mark of a forgotten lineage, a bloodline written in the stars, protected by the deserts, witnessed by the moon, your breath folded into silence." The sand outside shifted as if listening. Then Sheikh Hamdan stepped forward, grace in every step, truth in every word. His gaze fell upon you as if he had known you long before this life. And he said softly, "You are not who you thought you were. You are the descendant of those who once ruled with honor, whose kindness shaped kingdoms, whose courage carried the weight of generations." The hall brightened. The whispers bloomed into awe. He placed a hand over his heart and added, "Your story was hidden to protect you. But it is time the world learns where your spirit truly comes from." And in that moment, you felt your soul rise, as if the wings of your ancestors unfolded across your shoulders. You were no longer just a name. You were a legacy, a memory reborn, a truth finally unchained. The desert wind carried the news. The stars bowed in recognition, and even the night seemed proud to hold your revelation, for the world had finally discovered what destiny already knew. You are the real descendant of royal blood, and your story has only just begun. A secret stirs beneath the sands, where the past whispers to the present, and your heart trembles at truths unseen. The elders' eyes glimmered like distant stars, holding tales of kingdoms lost, of courage unspoken, of love and honor carved into history. You were born not merely to live. A voice echoed like the desert wind, but to awaken what was hidden, to walk the path your ancestors paved, long before the sun kissed the dunes. Each word fell into your soul, like rain on thirsty earth, awakening memories you never knew, calling you to rise, to claim the crown of your unseen heritage. The air thickened with reverence as Sheikh Hamdan spoke again. Your name carries more than syllables. It carries the weight of destiny. Your blood remembers what your mind has forgotten. A fire ignited in your chest, not of flame, but of realization. The night no longer felt quiet. It hummed with power, with the rhythm of your lineage pulsing through every vein, every thought, every breath. And as the moonlight touched your face, you understood. This revelation was not a burden, but a gift, a call, a promise to honor the past, to guide the present, to shape the future. For now, the world sees you, not as a child of mere chance, but as the true descendant of a legacy that could not remain hidden forever. And in that awakening, you smiled, because at last you knew who you truly are. Beneath the veil of ordinary days, your life moved like a silent river, unaware of the strength surging beneath, of the legacy flowing through your veins, of the crown that awaited its rightful heir. The meeting was no mere gathering. It was destiny calling itself home. Every gaze, every whisper, every pause spoke the truth your soul had longed to hear. You belong to something greater. Sheikh Hamdan's words were lanterns in the dark. Generations watched, protected, waiting for the moment when you would awaken. Tonight, the lineage reveals itself through you. You are the keeper of histories, the bearer of honor, the echo of kings and queens. A shiver ran through your heart, not of fear, but of recognition. As if the desert itself hummed your name, as if the stars aligned in silent applause, as if the wind carried whispers of your ancestors. Rise, child of royal blood, rise. Memories not yet lived flashed before you. Battles fought, victories won. A kingdom built not of stone, but of courage. And now the path was clear. The hidden crown was never lost. It was waiting within you, always. And in that sacred moment, time felt still. The world held its breath, and you understood being chosen is not chance. It is recognition of the spirit, the calling of blood that refuses to be silent. You stepped forward, no longer the one who wandered in shadows. You were the heir, the descendant, the living testament of a history that could not remain hidden. And the night bowed to your presence. The stars shimmered in allegiance. And the desert whispered softly, "Your journey begins now." In the quiet of the desert night, when only the stars and wind bore witness, the truth emerged like a river breaking ice, flowing through your veins, awakening the soul that had slumbered too long. The elders' voices blended with the rustle of sand. Your life has been guarded by shadows, by silence, by secrets, but the blood of kings cannot remain hidden forever. Sheikh Hamdan's gaze met yours, a light of recognition, of honor, of destiny. You are not ordinary. The crown does not simply adorn your head, it lives in your heart. Every heartbeat echoes the courage of those who came before you. And in that moment, you felt the weight of centuries, yet also the wings of freedom. The past and present merged into one luminous path, and the horizon no longer seemed distant. It called you, whispered your name, urged you to step into what was always yours. Memories not yet yours danced in your mind. Palaces bathed in golden light, thrones carved with wisdom and courage, battles fought for honor, and victories won by those whose blood now flows in you. The desert wind carried the voices of ancestors. Rise, descendant of glory. Rise, bearer of truth. Rise, for the world awaits the return of its rightful heir. Your hands trembled, not from fear, but from power, as you realized this was no longer a secret. This was a calling, a destiny that demanded to be lived, a legacy that demanded to be honored, and the night itself seemed to bow. The stars whispered in celebration, for at last the world would see what you always were, a descendant of greatness, a child of kings, a soul awakened to its true legacy. Beneath the moon's quiet gaze, a truth long buried began to stir. flowing through your veins like molten gold, a reminder that greatness cannot stay hidden. The elders' voices wove a tapestry of history. Your life was never ordinary. Your steps were guided by those who came before, by courage, by honor, by silent sacrifice. Tonight, the veil lifts. Tonight, the world will know. Sheikh Hamdan's words pierced the stillness. You are the bearer of a bloodline that shaped empires, protected realms, and whispered wisdom to generations yet unborn. Your heart carries the echo of their triumphs, your spirit the flame of their courage. And suddenly the air shifted. The night itself leaned closer to listen. You felt the presence of unseen eyes, of ancestors who had watched, waited, and hoped for this very moment. Images not yet lived flickered before you. Golden halls, ancient scrolls, the clash of swords, the songs of victory, and the quiet dignity of leaders who ruled with both strength and mercy. The wind seemed to speak your name. Child of kings, rise now. The crown is not just a symbol, it is within you. The legacy of ages flows through your blood. Claim it, embrace it, honor it, and in that sacred, timeless moment, you realized something profound. You were never meant to hide. You were never meant to follow the ordinary path. You were born to awaken, to shine, to carry forward a story that the world must remember. The stars flickered in silent applause. The desert hummed with approval, and your heart, now wide open, knew its destiny. In the stillness of the night, when the world dreamed in shadows, a secret stirred, ancient and unyielding, flowing through your veins like a river of fire. The elders' voices, low and solemn, carried the weight of centuries. Not all are born to live quietly. Some are destined to awaken the greatness that sleeps within them. And tonight, that destiny calls you. Sheikh Hamdan stepped forward, his presence like sunlight breaking through clouds. You carry more than your own story. You carry the echoes of kingdoms, the whispers of heroes, the courage of ancestors who walked before you in honor and glory. A tremor ran through your spirit, not of fear, but of recognition. The blood in your veins sang a song long forgotten, a melody of triumph, wisdom, and unbroken legacy. Visions danced before your eyes, palaces of gold, banners of courage, victories won by those whose names were never spoken aloud. And now the story called for you to rise and claim what was always yours. The desert wind carried voices from the past. Rise, child of the line of kings. Rise, bearer of the legacy. Rise, for your time has come. Your heart swelled, not with pride, but with purpose. The hidden crown was not on a throne. It was within you, waiting for the moment your spirit would embrace it. And as the stars shone brighter above, you understood at last, your life was never ordinary. Your path was never your own alone. You were chosen by destiny, awakened by truth, and called to honor a lineage that time itself could not erase. You are the heir of greatness. You are the descendant of kings. Your journey, your story, has only just begun.